Quagsire gonna fire off the Mud Bomb. We see an attempt at an undercharge. The undercharge is an absolute beauty. Quagsire able to Mud Shot farm down before the next charm registers. Out comes Meowscarada. Quagsire full sends a Stone Edge. Stone Edge forced the final Tech Shield. And in comes Sneasel. Sneasel tearing through Meowscarada. The opponent recognises they're going to get farmed down. Send out Morpeko, but Morpeko going to be straight in and straight out. Welcome back to the channel. It has been no secret that me, along with a lot of other trainers, have absolutely hated the Scorll Cup. As far as limited cups in the Go Battle League go, I'd probably put this in the top 3 worst, along with the Electric and Psychic type cup. I was actually ranting quite a lot in one of my recent videos saying there is no variety whatsoever. As a grown-ass adult, I'm able to admit when I'm wrong, and I was certainly wrong about that, because over the last couple of days I've received numerous insane battle submissions in that Scorll Cup format, and we are going to be working our way through some of them. The first of which is going to be an insane double fighting strategy. Today's featured battler, I'll be honest, I had no idea how to pronounce this trainer's IGN. I put it into Google and it is Polish and translates into Grey Wind. So we are going to be referencing this trainer as Grey Wind for the duration of today's video. And without any further ado, let's get into the battles. And in game 1, we lead Shadow Quagman, aka the best mud boy in the Great League, into Gastrodon, the most boring, slow mud boy in the Great League. Grey Wind farms up, attempts to throw the Mud Bomb on what would be good timing, but it looks like we actually frame drop there and it ends up being an alignment which is super unfortunate for us. The opponent farms the Earth Power, we see the instant bait called, the opponent go for the body slam, the super happy Quagman shrugs off the damage. Grey Wind thinking about it, actually going to invest the Protect Shield, looking to get us some damage on this very bulky snail. Quagsire going to fire off the next Mud Bomb. Mud Bomb forces the opponent's final Protect Shield and Conkledurr hits the field of play. Despite us running a double fighting strategy today, both our fighters are opting for Poison Jab. Conkledurr tanks the body slam, fires off the brutal swing, gets the opponent low. Conkledurr looks to the farm down, unable to get it. Conkledurr has done its job. Grey Wind going to put all the hopes and dreams on Sneasel sweeping the back line. This isn't even Sneasel, this is pre-evolution Sneasel. Out comes Mandawars, thankfully running Snarl. If there's on air slash, I think this will be G to the G. For those of you unfamiliar with Shadow Sneasel, trust me, if you even look at it the wrong way, this thing will faint. We farm up a boatload of energy, make the aerial ace catch, back onto the low health Quagman. Quagman gets removed from the field of play, the opponent pivot out into Meowscarada. We're going to see Grey Wind go for the undercharge, wanting to get even more farm. The undercharge is an absolute beauty. Sneasel going to farm up to the double CC. You can see that wasn't a CMP tie, so if the first one isn't lethal, we're able to fire off back to back. My, what a well played game, and we're off to a very quick 1-0 start. GG's, and thanks for playing. Heading into the next battle, we see the Quagman into Pelir. The backline not going to be appreciative of this wing attack damage. To be honest, Pelir somewhat of a core breaker for the team, as our mud shots on Quagsire are hitting the double resisted. Quagsire has that potential to pick up a one-hit KO, and we are full sending Stone Edge, force the Protect Shield, and we see the save switch into Conkledurr. One advantage of running Poison Jab here is we're hitting for neutral as opposed to counter, which would be resisted. We're going to shield up the Weather Ball, farm up, throw the brutal swing on the charge attack priority, and look to remove Pelir from the field of play. The opponent invests that Protect Shield, wanting to pressure our final. However, Grey Wind like, no, we're saving it for Sneasel. Sneasel definitely does not function without shields. Grey Wind going to fully wait out the time before sending out Sneasel. Sneasel getting torn apart by the wing attacks. We farm up, look to sack the Quagman, saving one Protect Shield to hide behind Weather Ball isn't lethal, and the opponent is going to be able to farm down afterwards. Back out comes Sneasel. Sneasel gets the Poison Jab farm down, and Arachnid enters the arena. If this is their best answer, this looks like a very winnable game. We're going to fire off the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace doesn't get the same type of attack bonus, but our monstrous attack stat more than makes up for that. Once again, we see a Meowscarada enter the arena. This time, there is no undercharge. We fully charge it. Poison Jab farm down. Back out comes Arachnid. And it's time to BM them with that resisted close combat. And that is going to be all she wrote. GG's. Heading into the next battle, we see the Quagman Mirror. The Shadow versus the regular variant. With the opponents on Aqua Tail, they will have a pacing advantage, but most do opt for Mud Bomb in this meta. We strike first, firing off the Mud Bomb, rocking the opposing Quagsire below half health. The opponent farming up a bucket of energy, but I highly doubt we're going to get Earthquake to the face. The opponent reveals they are on Aqua Tail, and as they're only 5, then 4 to the move, they're able to fire off the next Aqua Tail, rocking us into the red health range. Quagman hangs on, reaches the Mud Bomb, forces the Protect Shield, and again we see the pivot into Conkledurr, saving Quagsire as a potential sack swap. Shadow Conkledurr has very limited bulk in the Great League, as you can tell by just how much the Aqua Tail did. The opponent fire off the Aqua Tail, then pivot out into a Charm Gallade. This meta has turned into absolute nonsense at this point, with people just opting for fast move pressure. Brutal Swing forces the final Protect Shield. Sneasel hits the field of play and instantly going to put up that Protect Shield, blocking up the incoming Leaf Blade. Sneasel gets the farm down at a cost of almost all its health. Back out comes Quagsire. We overfarm as much as we physically can before firing off the Aerial Ace. Show me something we can one-shot. Please! Please! Oh boy, ask and you shall receive. Out comes Lucario. Bang! There it is. Shout out the go. Oxford U for that quote. And we take that game. In the next battle, we've got yet more charm nonsense. Holy cow, is that a charmer in every single battle to this point in the video. Quagsire fires off the correct 7 mud shots and the mud bomb, forcing the opponent's first Protect Shield. Grey Wind hasn't really shielded Quagsire to this point, but is going to shield Quag here, looking to force the opponent all shields down. People who run Charm love to 2-shield, and just like that, the opponent finds himself with no shields to hide behind. Sneasel comes in, gets a very nice Poison Jab farm down, and a massive energy lead. Out comes the unshielded Gastrodon, does close combat one-shot. Close combat, ooh, big damage, but unfortunately not quite enough. Gastrodon does leave with a charge move, so we chuck out Quagsire just to use it as the damage sponge. Body Slam picks up the knockout, and Conkledurr this time is tasked with cleaning up. Oh boy, out comes Morpeko. Trainer, you should top left, but if you want that work, trust me, Conkledurr is going to give it to you. The opponent go for the Psychic Fangs bait, but no bait will be changing their fate. A Dynamic Punch, going to be massive overkill, and we take that game. Heading into the next battle, show me something that isn't running Charm, or isn't called Mandibuzz or Gastrodon, but that's probably asking for a bit too much. This time we throw the correct 7 mud shots and the mud bomb. Unlike the first battle, this time we do throw it good timing, as thankfully we aren't stutter lagging. This time we opt to save Quagsire and see the pivot into Conkledurr. Conkledurr gonna respect and have power. To my surprise, the opponent actually upped the full send. We waste no time, firing off the Brutal Swing. Brutal Swing forces the Protect Shield. If the opponent doesn't like Conkledurr, chances are they aren't going to like Sneasel either. Conkledurr has done its job. We elect to let it go down. Body Slam picks up the knockout, but this should be a very nice mud shot farm down range for our Quagsire. We wait out our clock, send out the Quagman. Again, we get one turn stutter lag, which is super frustrating. If the game was working as intended, we wouldn't have had to tank that Body Slam and would have had a lot more HP going into this next matchup. Out comes Toxapex. Despite taking an unnecessary Body Slam that we didn't deserve to take, Quagsire going to be able to reach back-to-back mud bombs, cleanly knocking out or forcing the final Protect Shield. We force that final Protect Shield and Sneasel hits the field of play. Grey Wind, still with that shield to hide behind, going to be investing it here. The opponent actually full send a Sludge Wave. A Sludge Wave is resisted, but does do more than the Brine, because Brine is just a terrible move. We heavily overfarm, fire off the Aerial Ace picks up the knockout. Oh boy, out comes Morpeko to make a very brief cameo appearance. Close combat, cleanly picks up the one-shot. We get the screenshot for the road and take that game. Heading into the next battle, we see Meowscarada in the lead. We save switch into Conkledurr and we see yet more charm. Is this a triple charm team? No. I thought this cup couldn't get any worse, and here we are. Grey Wind sends back up the Quagman. As they're potentially running triple charm, I'd definitely be shielding this. Grey Wind agrees, shielding up the Aqua Jet, and then going to overfarm before firing off the Mud Bomb. We see an undercharge attempt. The undercharge looks like an absolute beauty. Quagsire able to mud shot farm down before the next charm registers. Back out comes Meowscarada. We full send the Stone Edge. Stone Edge force the final Protect Shield, and in comes Sneasel. The opponent recognise they're going to get farmed down. Send out Morpeko, and once again Morpeko going to be straight in and straight out. Get that Morpeko off my screen. Back out comes Meowscarada. The opponent throws a charge move for no reason whatsoever. We've got that shield to RB on. We invest it, Poison Jab farm down, and we'll be emerging victorious. GG's, and thanks for playing. This is actually the first time featuring this battler on the channel, and I must say, very impressive stuff. And we even pick up a massive 5-0 with this insanely spicy team. Heading into the next battle, once again, we see the Quagman mirror. The opponent gonna strike first, revealing they're on the Aqua Tail moveset. We overfarm, fire off the Mud Bomb just before the opponent receives the energy for the next Aqua Tail, obtaining us an early shield advantage. It looks like Grey Wind happy to match Protect Shields now on our back line. Both running Poison Jab isn't going to be particularly good into Quagsire. We overfarm once again, fire off the Mod Bomb lands. Trainer, you need to throw. The opponent end up farming up far too much, allowing us to reach one further Mod Bomb, and we actually win the mirror to spot us running Mod Bomb and then running Aqua Tail. We see the save switch into Conkledurr, and out comes a Snarl Mandibars. Aerial Ace, a trash move. Conkledurr withstands the damage and is never ever getting Snarl farmed down. When I say that, we're already in the red. Conkledurr full sends a Dynamic Punch lands, massive damage. We then farm up, throw the Brutal Swing on the CMP tie. Brutal Swing is resisted, but would be lethal and does force the opponent all shields down. We once again found ourselves in a position where Sneasel has shield advantage and we've even got an energy lead. The opponent sends out Shadow Skuntank, one of my favourite Pokemon, but unfortunately today, Skuntank, it's not your day. Close combat hits for neutral, easily picks up the one shot, and we take that game. Heading into the next battle, awful lead. You can see we are spamming the switch, save switch into Conkledurr, and out comes Pelir. Things not looking fantastic, but the opponent has given us an energy lead. Is this a flippable matchup? Potentially. Are we going to see Grey Wind make a play at taking back switch advantage? Last second we invest in Protect Shield, blocking up the Weather Ball. Conkledurr going to go straight for the next Brutal Swing. Trainer, let it go. You don't need switch, I promise. Brutal Swing forces the opponent's final Protect Shield, and unfortunately unable to Poison Jab farm down before the next Weather Ball's reached. As much as we'd like switch advantage, I definitely agree with saving a shield for Sneasel, as that thing is so bloody glassy. Quagsire re-enters the arena. We'll be looking for a massive double resisted Mud Shot farm down, which we're able to get, banking a Stone Edge in the process. Sneasel hits the field of play and out comes Wish Daddy Cash. This is triple hard counters. We full send the close combat. No shot. Sneaks through the Protect Shield. Is this a flippable game? Can we Poison Jab farm down in 5? Come on, Sneasel. Get there. Sneasel able to farm down. Back out comes Chestnut. Chestnut going to be greeted with the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace will be forcing the opponent's final Protect Shield. Switch timer, where are you? No! The opponent's through. They've thrown the match. Thunder Punch does remove us from the field of play, but we've got that Stone Edge banked, and Quagsire is a Chestnut counter confirmed. What a win! The opponent was obviously scared with reach another Aerial Ace, but they had to farm down as our Quagsire had energy. They needed to leave with a charge move, as they have a higher attack and would have been able to win CMP. That was a crazy win. Heading into the next battle, once again, we see Gastrodon in the lead position. The opponent invests an early shield, and we save switch into Conkledurr. The opponent farmed 2 potential Earth Power, huge cojones from Grey Wind, calling the bait, and the opponent sends out Sableye. Sableye going to be greeted with the Brutal Swing. Brutal Swing will hit the neutral. Dynamic Punch would be single resisted. It looks like 2 Brutal Swings actually knock out, so we should obtain ourselves a shield advantage here. We do exactly that. The opponent invests that Protect Shield and commits to the full Shadow Claw farm down. Sableye leaves a bucket load of energy. Grey Wind sends out Sneasel. The opponent instant throws, and we're anticipating this being the foul play. Foul play is resisted. Not that anyone told Sneasel that, as it still does a solid chunk. We are going to respect the next foul play, as we want to keep Sneasel in the game. The opponent then gives up switch, sending back out Gastrodon. We bank our energy and make the catch onto the Quagman. Body Slam used to be a good move, but in Season 22, it's pretty garbage, to be honest. It didn't get nerfed this season, maybe in like Season 20. We tank the Body Slam, fire off the Mud Bomb. The opponent looks for that full Mud Slap farm down. The happy Quagman says no, reach the departing Mud Bomb, removing Gastrodon from the field of play. Back out comes Sableye. Sableye gets the Shadow Claw farm down. Sneasel enters the arena, gets resisted. Poison Jab farm down. Out comes Morpeko. And we're going to end the video with yet another Morpeko boom. GG's, and thanks for playing. One of the main things I really disliked about this cup was just how annoying and common bulky Mandibars and Gastrodon were. My comment section actually disagreed, saying Morpeko was the most annoying one in the format. So if you're someone that shared that opinion, I'm sure you very much enjoyed all their Morpeko getting one shot. Today was the first time I've featured this highly talented battler, and straight away you can see they have all the skills to pay their bills. That was so much fun. If I had one bad thing to say, unfortunately there just wasn't enough battles. I could have shoutcast that all day long. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for that huge amount of fun. So if you're enjoying the content, smash that like button if you're new. Consider subscribing if you like your battles featured on my channel. My battle submission form is linked down below. And as always, a huge thanks to everyone for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.